What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another official bets video. This is for UFC 282, Blachowicz versus Ankalaev. Good card. Found some good betting spots. Beat a lot of line movement. All 5 of my bets beat a ton of line movement. And which is good because when I start up my my Patreon and my Discord here in January, you're gonna get all my bets as soon as I make them. So you'll beat all this line movement with me that I'm about to show you here in a second. We're going to do a quick recap of UFC Orlando, and then we'll get right into this UFC 282 fight card. UFC Orlando, I went 2-3 on my bets for minus 4.5 units. One second, for minus 4.5 units. And yeah, man, I ended up having 2 parlays on this card, and I never have 2 parlays. But I never usually don't even have one. But if you see me with 2 parlays ever again, fade me. UFC Orlando 2-3 for minus 4.05 units. My 2 winning bets, I had Darren Elkins over 2.5 rounds. I won 2.5 units on that. And man, I wouldn't say that was easy, but I knew he was going to survive the beating he was going to take. Second winning bet was my first parlay I put in, and the only one I should have put in, which was Edmen parlayed with Rafael dos Anjos, plus 2.5 units, 2.05 units on that. And yeah, that was kind of that was an easy bet. You know, that was an easy parlay. It's the only one I should have had. 3 losing bets. I had Scott Holtzman minus 3.1 units. And yeah, man, I thought he won. I thought he won the first round and the third. He got taken down a little bit at the second half of the third, but the first half of the third, he was hitting Clay with uppercuts and some nice shots, man. So I would have scored damage over the takedowns there. But it is what it is, man. Second losing bet is Matt Schnell over 2.5 rounds, minus 3.5 units. And, man, he just kept running into the same punches. All he had to do was back up, take the center of the cage, have Nicolau come to him. You would stop getting countered, but no fight IQ, bad bet. Third losing bet was Yasmin, RDA, and Dia Casey. Should have never put that in. I had the Yasmin RDA one in, and then I went back, got greedy, and thought I could just add another big favorite on it, and Dia Casey crapped the bet. That was a terrible fight for Dia Casey. So yeah, man, 2-3, minus 4.05 units. That's the first real loss I've taken in 13 weeks. So we're going to be back on it. Maybe it's just that unlucky 13 weeks, man. But still, that brings my official bet record to 173 and 122 for plus 70.1 units. So still above that 70 units. I love that. That's tough to do. So yeah, we're going to add on to it this week. This UFC 282, I love my bets. First bet of UFC 282 is Paddy Pimblett. As you see, I got him at minus 175. Put this bet in on November 2nd. Beat a ton of line movement of 3.5 units to win 2 units on him. And I just think he's going to be the bigger, better fighter. He's more dangerous on the feet, hits way harder. He's going to be able to take whatever shots Jared Gordon throws. And then he's got more dangerous jiu-jitsu. So even if Jared Gordon takes him to the ground, he can get a reversal. He can take his back, choke him out, whatever. Jared Gordon tends to slow down a little bit, too, as the fight goes on. He didn't used to early in his career, but he's also fighting being a weight bully, going down to 145, fighting them dudes weighing in at 150. So I really like Paddy Pimblett here. The UFC ain't trying to build up Jared Gordon. I really think that Paddy Pimblett gets the finish in that second or third round. I like him for the club and sub. But yeah, man, beat a ton of line movement on that. Second bet is a straight up bet on Magomed Ankalaev. I got 3.3 units to win 1.5. As you see, I beat a ton of line movement, about $80. In line movement so far, and it'd probably be minus 350 by the time the fight comes. So I saved $120 in line movement just on this bet. And I like Magomed, man. I think it's going to be a boring decision, kind of. He's going to stay clear of that left hook of Jan's. I think he can mix in a little wrestling. And I just think it's going to be a counter-punching striker match, and it's going to be boring because both dudes know the power of the other guy. But I just think Ankalaev is younger, better, more well-rounded, has the wrestling, uses more kicks. Just got to watch that left hook and don't let his lead leg get beat up with leg kicks. Third bet is the under in the Vinicius Salvador Daniel da Silva fight. I got 5 units. This is my biggest bet that I've had in a long time, maybe even the biggest one. I think I had one bigger than this one time before. 5 units to win 2.5 units, and I am confident on this. Daniel da Silva's never went over 1.5 rounds. He's been to the second round one time. He got 46 seconds into that. He's been finished in the UFC in his last 3 fights, all in the first round and then 46 seconds into the second. comes out, throws a ton of. He's like the Jordan Wright of this division. You know, he's like a glass cannon where he comes out, he throws crazy stuff for about 2 minutes, and if he can't get his opponent out of there, they usually get him out of there. He's on short notice this fight too, so I mean, he's going to have even less of a gas tank. And Salvador is a killer himself, man. He's finished 13 of 14 guys at flyweight, which is phenomenal. And he better watch it, though, because he can get finished. That's why I like the under in this. Either De Silva is going to finish him early on in the first 2 minutes, or he's going to finish De Silva by the end of that first round. I love this under. This is my favorite bet on the whole card. So, yeah, man, under on the Vinicius Salvador fight, under 1.5. I love it. Fourth bet, as you see here too, Dricus du Plessis. I expect him to beat Darren Till. I got him at minus 135. I got 3.5 units to win 2.5. And you see how much line movement I beat there. I beat about $50. He's at minus 185 now. So at the two unit mark, if I would have had 270, I already got $100. So I saved about $125 in line movement just on this one fight right here. Yeah, man, I like Dricus. He's younger. He's going to be bigger. He's got good striking with good power. I know he can be reckless sometimes, but Darren Till ain't no KO guy. He's got 1 KO in the last 7.5 years. That's over Donald Cerrone at 170. So he's not really a KO guy, and Dricus is super durable. Dricus also has decent wrestling and really good jiu-jitsu. He has 9 submissions and 7 knockouts. So he actually has more submissions than knockouts. He has good ground game. You've seen against Trevin Giles. He's able to get him down, do some good stuff to him. And I'm not sold on Darren Till. I don't think he's ever really been that good. He could be on a 6-fight losing streak. He's 1-4 in his last 5, but his one win was over Gastelum, super suspect, and his win before that was over Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, super suspect. So he could be 0-6. He's dealt with a bunch of injuries, a bunch of things outside the cage, and I'm going to take the guy with all the momentum in Dricus du Plessis. Guy's in great shape. He's a big dude. He's going to have 1 inch of height and like 1.5 inches of reach, and I just think he's going to impose his will on Darren Till. And my 5th and final bet that I have not put out nowhere is the Alexander Hernandez, Billy Quarantilo under 2.5. I got that at plus 140. It's about plus 105 right now. And I really like it. Billy Quarantilo, he's finished 12 of his 16 wins. He's always looking for the finish. He's thrown tons of volume. Alexander Hernandez, he's finished I think he's got 12 wins and he's finished 9 of 12. And he's a first round or bust kind of guy, man. He's going to be throwing big punches. He may be able to get Quarantillo out of there in the first, because Quarantillo, he's very, very hittable. And if you don't, then I just think Quarantillo drowns him in the second round, because Alexander Hernandez is coming down to 145 for this fight. And it's not because he wants to, it's because he's been getting beat at 155. And anybody that's dropped down a weight class recently has gotten demolished, man. Go back as far as, all right, TJ Dillashaw going to 125, gets demolished by Cejudo. Kevin Kroom dropping down to 125. He gets demolished by the one Chinese fighter that's pretty decent. You got this, let's see, Dan Hooker going down to fight Arnold Allen, gets KO'd quick. Cody Garbrandt down to 125, gets KO'd by Kai Kara France. Cub Swanson drops down to 135, gets beat up by Jonathan Martinez. Every one of them people got finished, and I don't see it going any different here. Hernandez already had terrible cardio kind of, to begin with, and then him dropping all this weight going down, he's still going to be fighting a bigger guy in Quarantillo that has tons of cardio, man. So one way or the other, either Hernandez gets him out of here early or Quarantillo gasses him and finishes him before that 2.5 minute mark in the third round. I really like that parlay. I have 2.5 units to win 3.5. Like I said, it's at plus 140. I'll post that slip tomorrow, but I appreciate everybody watching this. Everybody like and sub to this video for me, please. I need that to help the algorithm. Comment if you can. Comment on my full card breakdown from earlier this week for UFC 282. Put in your 3-fight parlay if you want to win 2 autograph cards, Billy Quarantillo autograph rookie, and I forget. There's another one in there, another nice autograph card, but I'm having a brain fart and I can't reach it. But yeah, man, comment 3-fight parlay with your with the odds that it pays on my full card breakdown to win them 2 cards. All that's in my other video too. But I appreciate everybody checking me out. Everybody check us out on Saturday too, 2 hours before the pay-per-view. We're going to do a live show on my channel, and we'll have me, my co-host Johnny K Picks, and 2 awesome other cappers on there. So check us out for that, man. Good luck everybody this weekend, and I will see you